You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but LSU has been in a bit of a downward spiral ever since Joe Burrow led them to a perfect season and to a national title. Well, and look, don't think it wasn't mainly Joe Burrow, and let's give a nod to Joe Brady out there too. Joe Burrow led them to a perfect record. Ed Orgeron was the coach, and everybody said, oh, you know, Ed Orgeron, 10-3 last year, 15-0 this year, 6-2 with USC. There may be some real potential with Eddie O here. Now that he's got a perfect record in a national championship, except maybe there's not. The wheels have fallen off, even though LSU just beat Florida. But now we're finding out, well, Florida's 4-3. So maybe they're not who we thought they were either. The other day, a report came out. Eddie O reached an agreement with LSU. He's heading out the door. Well, there's probably a lot of reasons outside of just a win-loss record as to why Eddie O's got to go. Eddie O is newly single, by the way. I did not know he divorced his wife that had been with him forever. Man, that looks bad, but this looks even worse. This is from Outkick. Ed Orgeron reportedly hit on pregnant wife of an LSU official. Yikes. This is Meg Turner over at Outkick. Things continue to spiral out of control for LSU and head coach Ed Orgeron. Not only have the two parties reached an agreement to part ways after the season, but some reports now claim that Eddie O, quote, lost track of who he was and what made him good during his time in Baton Rouge. Like, yikes. Apparently, he lost track of the fact that he had been married up until very recently, and that hitting on the pregnant wife of a school official is usually pretty bad form. Yeah, it's very bad form. The Athletic's Brody Miller reported that Orgeron had been accused of hitting on the pregnant wife of an LSU official at a gas station, adding to the distractions that the newly single Orgeron has brought to the program. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Orgeron go through a bunch of struggles years and years and years ago, and his wife at the time, which had been his wife forever, stuck with him through all those trials and tribulations? God, I used to like Eddie Orgeron. Now he looks like a total asshole. All right, let's keep going. Orgeron filed for divorce from his wife in April of 2020 after 23 years, but Larry Brown Sports reports the two had been living apart for months before the divorce filing. It didn't take long for Orgeron's eyes to once again start wondering. Quote, that woman was the wife of a high-ranking LSU official. Word of this reached the LSU Board of Supervisors, the collection of prominent Louisiana attorneys and business owners appointed by the governor who make the most important decisions at LSU. What the hell? And, of course, it reached LSU Athletic Director Scott Woodward, Miller reports. In November 2020, photos show the 59-year-old national championship head coach enjoying the company of a new mystery lady circulated on the internet. Orgeron led LSU to a 15-0 season and national title in 2019 after a 10-3 record in 2018. On Sunday, LSU released a detailed buyout payment plan for Orgeron, whose buyout calls for him to receive just under $17 million as of December 1's termination because he was fired without cause, Outkick previously reported. Outkick also reports sources close to LSU still maintain efforts will be made to decrease that buyout. But A.D. Scott Woodward and Orgeron seem to be at the end of a harmonious breakup on Sunday. God, that's in poor, awful taste Ed Orgeron. Man, I did. I used to like this guy a lot. We all know he's got personality. He's got a ton of personality. And it seemed like he had gotten his crap together as a head coach. But then blatantly you could tell something had changed last year. I had no idea. I didn't know. I mean, that tells you I had not known they did a big story about him and his wife at the national championship and how much they had stuck together through his trials and tribulations of struggling with various things for years and years and years. And he turns around, files for divorce on her. Man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, that's tacky. So that makes me wonder now, in light of the fact that this just went public, is LSU going to try to fight for a bigger buyout? Because I got to tell you, I don't see Ed Orgeron getting another major job. Okay? And what I mean by that is he's not going to get that USC job. He's not. They're not going to give it to him, okay? In other words, he's not getting Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, these big schools. Now, could I see Ed Orgeron maybe getting a, USF job, University of Southern Florida, or, what was the other Lane Kiffin rehabilitation job? Florida Atlantic, something like that? Sure. But one of these major schools, no, his reputation is going to be tarnished by this. Hell, everybody's going to be like, I don't want that sumbitch around my wife. Are you crazy? Don't bring him here. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Wow, Eddie O. Oh, that's in bad taste, yeah. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.